Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DCUO SourceCast, episode 150. 150 episodes of listening to us bicker, rant, talk, more bickering. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me via the interwebs, we have Super Patriot.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
And beside him, we have Vagrant Gaming.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Alright, so I'm just going to turn everybody up a little bit, because there you go. I don't know why you don't hear them. That's not my fault. My ears are officially going dead. I'm about to do this all up. All right. So tonight's episode. So as usual, be sure to stick around for the end of the episode because we have giveaways. I have a 1500 station cash card, or you can use it. Oh, I know why. Boom. There is always that. There's an echo. There's an echo because I forget that my speakers are always on. And I forgot to do that. I forgot to turn them off. So, yeah, my speakers are off now. So, my bad. So, like I said, I got 1500 station cash card. You can use it for 1500 station cash, or you can use it for 30-day membership, which allows you also access to the test server. And I have a $10 PSN card. So, we have good giveaways at the end of the episode. It's going to be so much fun stuff. So, today, I have no idea what we're going to talk about. It's 100. Yeah. It's episode 150. It's I guess the big 150. And we're going to talk a little bit about some updates that are happening onto test server, and some. I think we're going to have some PvP stuff to talk about. But then, yeah. So what? It's just been weird. It's just been a weird week. Haven't felt productive at all. There's no format grid. There's none. I have nothing. So let's start us off. Super Patriot, how was your week?
It was all right up until today, but I mean, it wasn't bad. wasn't a bad week at all. Got some game in and all that. Me and my league, we got ourselves up to up through round 10 on survival mode, so pretty happy about that. It's my first platinum shirt.
Congratulations.
Pretty happy about that. And that's pretty much it. Pretty much it.
Awesome. Vagrant, how about yourself?
Just been playing the game a lot. Been a pretty solid week, nothing exciting.
All right. Important question in chat. How was your fish and chip soups?
They are delicious. I'm eating them right now.
Good man. Good man. And tonight was
for everybody listening to SourceCast right now. All right, during the FNL stream, while I'm on there helping out with the 2v2 Legends tournament for US PlayStation tonight, my daughter was nice enough to, cook dinner for me. Not because I was busy with everything here, so she was nice enough to throw some fish and fries in the oven, cook them up for us. And during the stream, she comes over, yells down the steps to me that dinner was ready, and of course, Spittle, had to ask what was for dinner, what we were having, and everything. I'm like,
logical question.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was fun.
So, and like you said, you were on FNL tonight doing the PlayStation side tournament, which of course has like a huge effing turnout. Just so huge. So how did the tournament go?
The tournament went fantastic. This is the largest showing we've had in a while. We had 32 teams signed up with a few people that were extras there. But we had 32 teams total, only 2 no-shows, which is like FNL first, I think, for us. Only 2 teams were no-shows tonight, and went really well. There was a huge upset in the very first round, even with Ace One getting knocked out. He's been the number one seed for the longest time, reigning champion of the 2v2 Legends tournaments for a long time, and got knocked out in the first round. Though he got stuck with that 14-second respawn timer that people get every once in a while. Had a few teams actually reporting that, saying they were getting that tonight. So
I really wish they would just make that a solid 5 or like 8 seconds every time you die, no matter what. It's not based on luck.
Yeah.
I have no idea why it's a random timer. Absolutely no idea.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that is either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because a team could get lucky and have a string of, like, as soon as you die, you just come back. Total BS. Total BS.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that, but
I can't think of one game where the timer is completely random, except for, I think, in Warsong Gulch for World of Warcraft. Sometimes you get lucky when you die, and you would get resurrected almost instantly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But in spite of that, though, we had some good matches, some really good matches and all that going through the entire tournament. With Comrade Sonia and her partner Vanessa. Comrade Sonia getting her first FNL Tour tourney win tonight. First place, or placing first in the tournament, as far as I recall. So congratulations to her. She's been a long-time participant in the tournaments.
Congratulations.
So glad to see her and all that. She's probably one of my favorite villains that ganks me.
Comrade Sonia wants to kill the Super Patriots.
Yeah, congratulations to Sonia on that. But yeah, it was a great tournament. I was really surprised by the turnout, and I'm really happy to see that the vast majority, except with the exception of 2 teams, showed up for it. So, good job, everybody. Good job, everybody.
So tonight we did have Spittle and Tunzo on the FNL, and I have to say, Meps was not here tonight. He's off doing Meps type things. And
by the way, I just have to say, that moment when their stream went down, right? Listening in the Skype call, listening to Spittle struggle with trying to figure out what happened and get it all back up, just remind me of all the times that the SourceCast has gone down on you.
Was he cursing up a storm?
Oh yeah.
I can see that.
It's how we do. It's how we do.
And he's like, why XSplit? Why?
That's what I say. That's so funny. Like, cool. All right, so yeah, that happens. It happens to the best of us. And quite honestly, it was quite shocking. I'm like, why did it just go down? What just happened? So, but even at the beginning of the show starts up, and you just see a bar and the voices in the darkness, and you just hear him just like, I'm trying to find it. I don't know where it is. Where's the camera? Here, camera. and then it chooses the wrong camera. I'm like, what just happened here, guys? Come on. But honestly, it was refreshing, to say the least. It was a lot of fun. And they chose the camera that they use for the pre-show, for like it's about to start, that overhead shot, and the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, they need to use this camera more often. It's the DCUO radio show. That's exactly what it felt like, and I love that camera. Now I'm gonna get a camera just so I can have it in the corner myself. I don't have a place for it. I have to hang it or something. But it was pretty cool. So that was FNL PvP on the PlayStation. Always a good Always a good fun and good turnout, better than PC. But we can get there. PC can get there one day. So be sure to follow twitch.tv/DC Universe Online for when they go on their streams, when they go online, and be sure to head to the forums for the Friday Night Legends section of the forums to find out when their next FNL is going to be and what it's about. So in next week they're having the night off, and then in 2 weeks they're going to have a PvP Let's Play. I think Spill said it's a Let's Play.
PvP.
Yeah, the PvE Let's Play.
Okay.
How you gonna do a PvP Let's Play? Come on.
Log on and PvP.
They already do it with the Legends tournaments.
Exactly. There's your PvP Legends, which is actually kind of funny. But so a little bit of updates from the PC test server. It has been a crazy busy weekend. Crazy busy. And it's just like, wow, honestly, you just really can't believe it sometimes. But, thank you, Grid, for the $20.15. Awkward 15 cents, sir. And hashtag Grid for Malad. Yeah, let's go back to FNL real fast. How the hell did Michael Grid become a moderator?
Well, you know how it works is with Spittle. He always times out Grid. At the beginning of every FNL, he always times them out. And what he was trying to do was he was trying to untime him out and all that. But by making him a mod, and then he was going to demod him, but he couldn't figure out how to demoderate him.
Couldn't figure out how to demoderate him.
So. Hats off to Grid, though, man, for not abusing that momentary power he had. Instead, he just sat there and threatened. Just sat there and threatened everybody. I remember him seeing somebody. He was like, no more using all caps. That's a warning. It's like just lording his authority over everybody, but not actually taking action on it. Hats off to him for that.
Yeah, I log in, get into the chat, and all of a sudden I see Grid with the sword, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, let's back this truck up a bit. What did he do that I didn't have? Do I need to be annoying now and try to get timed out, but instead you moderate me by accident? Is that what's going to have to happen, Jens? Because I will do it. And I'll probably be bad at it, but I will try. So, and Grid finally lost his moderation privilege towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
So all was right in the world. And now he comes over to my chat, and he's a mod. So thank you so much for being a moderator. Thank you so much for the donation for the SourceCast goal. So, because all proceeds from the SourceCast go towards more giveaways, so you guys can get more prizes and stuff. With the PC test server, it was a crazy weekend with the guy from everyone over at the TSI working their little thumbs off and going to the forums and seeing all the stress that everybody is causing me, who has to read it, and everybody else who has to read it too. Just insane amounts of tinfoil hats need to be given to everybody. Just everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I got into, I've stayed away from the forums ever since I saw that, people were blowing up on the forums about everything. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go look at the forums. I'm not going to read this stuff. I'm not going to get caught up in it. But I got into one conversation with somebody on Twitter the other day about it in regards to the changes and everything like that. And I after a back and forth of going back and forth for about 10 minutes, I was like, I'm done. You go scream your head off, Chicken Little. I'm done talking to you. No more.
Yeah. So basically, everyone just kind of needs to take a big old chill pill. It's not the end of the world. First off, it was the first weekend of test, where a lot of things that were implemented was not going to be the final say-so. As we saw, coming from Tunzo when he mentioned it's now an FNL, and his post that came from, I believe, yesterday. No, it came from Wednesday because that's when I recorded. So, the stat flattening that came across the board for Game Update 47 is at the first weekend it happened. Calm your keyboards down. The weekend when it came out, it basically made soloing content impossible. It made soloing bounties impossible. I mean, Brittany got beaten like a redheaded stepchild from Weather Wizard.
Brittany said she got one shot by Weather Wizard. I was like, oh man.
and NC Greenlander, you're right. It would have been better if it was explained better. It definitely would have. It's times like this that I really wish I didn't have a day job, so I could just talk to Mess like, look, can you just get Tunzo on Skype real fast, and we can just do a quick interview, just a quick little something, just to get out there so everybody can calm down before this stuff happens. But no, I have a day job because the world hates me, and I have to pay bills. So basically, we could not solo anything. It was disastrous. I mean, Bizarro was just scaring the hell out of me when he 3-shot me. I was like, I'm done. I don't want to do bounties anymore. This is, oh, God.
It doesn't normally 4-shot you on live, though?
So, yes, Pixie, you're redheaded and a stepchild, yes. But now, the stat flattening that's going on now, that should be hitting test server this weekend on Saturday morning, which I can't wait because Saturday night, I'm definitely going to be on test server streaming some good stuff. He changed it to where if you are two tiers above that content that you're trying to run, like if you're trying to run a tier 1, as long as you are tier 3, that's 2 levels, yeah. If you are tier 3, you should, I'm stressing should, you should be able to solo a tier 1 solo, like Ace Chemicals or something. You should be able to solo it. Okay? And of course you just keep going up.
Well, let's be fair here. Cuz this is I actually liked that it was making content challenging again. Cool. I was one of those people that was like, I have no idea what the uproar is about.
I understood it.
Yeah, I was basically like, alright, so you're telling me that you can't solo an instance that is supposed to be completed by 4 people. Or an instance that's supposed to be completed by 8 people. Okay, that's fair. And then people were like, well, I want to be able to go into a lower tier alert and roll face, and I'm just like, so you're telling me that you do that a whole bunch, apparently. We just have tier 6 people running into Ace Chemicals all the dang time. And just, getting out in like 2 seconds. Apparently that's fun. I've been missing out because I just don't do that. I don't know about you guys.
Some people do. To be honest with you, I mean, I've on occasion gone in and I've soloed some alerts. Just for shits and giggles, I've walked into Outer and Subconstruct and I've soloed those. It's fun to go back and visit that old content every once in a while, and not have to worry about, taking, 3 or 7 of your friends along with you just so you can go in there.
But see, some people were excited because here was one problem that was rectified by it. Because someone brought up a good point on the forums when it was actually the way it was. He said specifically, he was excited because he was bringing a new friend into the game who liked being on or playing all this new content, and he felt that going into the content with him, he wasn't going to completely destroy the fun because he just nearly one-shots everything. He was going to be nearly on a certain level, almost equal. You would still have a massive advantage if you're, multiple tiers ahead of someone. That makes sense. But it wasn't to the point of where you were dying really fast. If you had people with you and you were tier 6 and you were, say, in Arkham Asylum and you're tier 6 and you were running with some tier 3 people, you would do way more damage. You wouldn't die as much. You would still be almost a god to them compared to everything.
Right, but I think the biggest issue a lot of people are having, I mean, like take for perfect example is the CC bounties. I mean, those things have what, like a CR of like 56, I want to say.
I believe so.
Something like that. I'm sorry, if you're going up against, something that has a CR of 56 and you have a CR of 127, that CR 56 should not be one-shotting you.
Agreed.
It's a boss though, that's the point.
Yeah.
But still,
but it's considered a boss. It's not a regular NPC.
But there's still the loss. There's the loss of the feeling of the progression that you've had, that we've all had. See, it's like like a lot of people have been talking about. It's like a brand new player coming into that system. They're not going to notice it. But people have been playing the game for a while. That's a huge change to a routine. I mean, people may have been because like. For instance, like say there's a style that you need out of Outer Caverns, that and you can't get nobody in your league, can really be bothered to queue up for it with you, or and obviously trying to find a pug group for it is like you might as well give up trying to do that, much less queuing up for it. Being able to go in there and go after that style that you need to complete a feed out, was a nice thing to be able to do. This change coming in, that was going to make it impossible for a lot of people without at least 3 or 4 friends going with them.
Except we're getting the vendor style, which is going to complete a lot of that for other people.
No, those the vendors the vendor style. All right, the styles that are going on the rare vendor. Those are not the drop styles from that content. That's just the vendor styles, like the Strengthificate and the House of El suits. Those are the styles that are going on the rare style vendor.
I think my argument when someone said, when folks were talking about this on the forums, and I might have tweeted or I might actually say it on the forums, I can't remember, but last I remembered that when a villain gets stronger, the hero gets stronger as well to beat that villain. I don't remember ever seeing a hero or a villain one-shotting someone. That's putting more of a comic book aspect in this MMO than putting the MMO in this MMO. That's where my mind suddenly went. It's like, I don't remember when Lex Luthor got stronger. Superman definitely got stronger himself to defeat that villain. So if I'm 126 going to go fight like Abracadabra, I can understand if he's going to be the same level as me because he's a tough son of a, he's a tough SOB. But then I remember like this is an MMO and it's a video game. It's like, okay, now I understand it kind of needs to happen. But when I was doing my testing, we went into to some duos and also did some alerts, some old school alerts, and I was 115. I mean, we were all 115 or that 111 to 115 range, and oh my god, yeah, it was the length of the raid or the length of the run. I remember it was myself, Pin, and Ticken. We 3-manned Arkham Asylum as 2 DPS and a healer. We completed that raid in the normal amount of time it would take in game at level, and we did over 9 million damage altogether. 9 million plus damage to that entire instance. And trust me, when we got to some of those hallways, you're like, screw it, just skip the ads. We don't care. We're done with Mr. Freeze's area. This place sucks. We just need to go. I just want to get this over with. because it's God's sakes, it's Arkham. No one wants it. Then I went in on my CR52 munitions character, and I had like a 116 with me doing a duo. We didn't one-shot anything. We didn't really blow through much content, So it still felt that I was contributing to the battle, and so was the high level. And we did Gotham Hospital, so it wasn't really the sense that we had this past weekend, in this past week with test, the first week of test, we had that instance where you don't have the carry. There really was no carry. Everyone had to pull their weight. So I really enjoyed that aspect of CR52. No, you're not going to be sitting there in the back thinking it's going to be okay. You're going to come over here and come on. You're going to help out with this.
That's what I liked about it. It was because this is exactly what it encouraged. It encouraged newer players to feel that they could have fun with these older alerts that really they're still not going to be able to experience the way it's supposed to be run. Let's be honest here, because no one's going to do that, because DCUO is all about quote-unquote play your way. Well, the way that they're going to play is they're going to try and skip as much stuff as they can, because that's how this community is, unfortunately. And I was actually reading Thermidor's posts. I completely agree with him. That I was actually excited for the fact that all content was going to relatively be challenging with this. You would still feel the challenge of older alerts, but at the same time, if you had higher gear, you were still, to an extent, feeling very powerful, because you would do way more damage than other people in your group. Especially if you were doing lower tiers. You would do way more damage.
Yeah, and let me just say that with Tonzo's update that's coming in Saturday morning, it even if you are 2+ tiers above that certain piece of content that you're running, he always said and stressed should be able to solo it. And you might walk in as a tier 5 going into Ace Chemicals, and you might be able to solo it. But I feel that you're not going to get like that whole one-shot anything. You're still going to have to put in the time and your numbers to complete that content. Now, when we can test it this weekend, we'll have a better understanding on how it goes. But that's how I'm seeing it on paper, that, yeah, you can definitely solo it, but you're still going to have a tough time. And I'm okay with tough times. I really am. And if they're still gonna have a tough time, the community is still not gonna be okay with it. They're not.
That's what I hate about it. Is that everybody just wants everything to be stupid easy, no challenge at all. That's what I'm getting sick of, to be honest.
Well, now, end content, current content, like at level content. Obviously, people want there to be a challenge. I want there to be a challenge with it. Mm-hmm. But I shouldn't, feel like, where I'm at in my gear and everything, have to struggle in a tier 3 challenge for helping Superman fight Lex Luthor.
I didn't have any kind of struggle in those. If it was solo, I had absolutely no problem at all on the test server. If it was something that I was running that is not supposed to be run with one person, oh yeah, I was getting destroyed. Because that makes complete sense. If I'm running a 4-man instance by myself, I should get shit on. Because those are ads that are supposed to scale towards however many players are supposed to be in the instance.
Well, and this is where it's coming down to where for the lobby characters, okay? For the lobby guys who are still leveling up, if you are lower than the NPC CR, you're going to get like a little bit of a grace with your CR. You'll be doing less damage and taking more damage if the NPC CR is higher than you. You're going to be doing less damage and taking more damage. That's an obvious thing. But say that you're CR 60 and your enemy is like CR 90 or whatever, you'll basically get on their back end. You'll see it. Why did you do that to Killen? Soups.
What?
Did you?
I didn't do that.
No,
I didn't do that. That was Pixie. I guarantee you that was Pixie.
Pixie. Most likely, yes. Yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah,
But
I guarantee you that was Pixie because she gets butt hurt when people start teasing her in chat streams.
all right, so if you're CR60 going up against someone who's CR90, an NPC CR90, you will get on the back end on their end, you'll get the grace of like 12 CR. So you're actually going to be CR72 going up against that 90. Okay? It's just giving you a grace period to try and just do more damage and trying to complete that content a bit. But for us who are higher, we're going to be doing more damage and we're going to be taking less damage because we're higher than them. I mean, why are they going to do more damage, right? That's silly. That's what we actually have on test right now, which is just so tough. Just really, really tough.
One actual thing that everyone's really concerned about, and I'm hoping they kind of address now that it's become way more into the light, is how all over the place Tier 4 is.
Oh my god!
Everyone was
at
like
that last night.
Yeah, Tier 4 is going to be absolute hell to get through for players with this new system.
Yeah, because
there's not that much
to do
solo and duo content with Tier 4.
That's the problem. That's the problem, and that's what a lot of people are saying. They were basically like, how do you expect players to get anywhere with Tier 4? But to an extent, you can just bring a friend from Tier 6, you'll be fine, along with replay badges. And that's most likely what they're going to do, what most players are going to do. But if you want players to experience the content it's supposed to be experienced, you need a little more there. And that's why a lot of people have clamored since pretty much Tier 5 was introduced. There's a lot of missing gaps in Tier 4.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, I mean, you are basically looking at one alert and... I'm sorry, looking at one alert, one operation, and then one raid and one raid operation, 8-man operation for Tier 4.
You have 4 for Tier 4.
Okay.
There's two operations, 2 raids.
Oh, okay.
1 alert, 1 4-man operation, no duos, no solo challenges, 2 daily quests, and 2 bounties. That's all Tier 4 is.
Yeah, that's kind of hurt.
Now there was a comment in the chat there too about skill points should be scaling with your CR.
Nah, you earn those feats. You earn those feats.
Yeah, but I'm saying, skill point, it should, the higher the more skill points you have, they should. I'm going to preach this till the day I die. All right, the skill points need to be. There needs to be more of a benefit towards having a lot of skill points. I mean, I've posted videos about this and everything, but I mean, it really needs to show.
Everyone has always clamored that there should be a level ding when you get a skill point.
I miss that leveling thing when you get a skill point.
Wouldn't it be great if they brought that to whenever you earned a skill point?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I would like a nice notification on the screen about that. I would like that. Something like a green aura just around you or something.
No, bring the level ding to when you get a skill point. That would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, you don't do like the animation of, I just ripped my shirt off. Just like
I'd want that animation.
Well, you don't want that in the middle of a fight or something.
There's not many fights where in the middle of it you get an achievement.
That's true. I don't know. That would be something. I mean, visually, that would be kind of nice. I would like it. I really would. All right, so.
But no, I'm talking about the skill points actually applying towards like your combat rating and and stuff like that.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, you're just saying that because nobody will take you into freaking lab again.
I don't want to go into Labyrinth right now. Hey, I'm at CR 111. In my eyes, I'm done. I'm waiting for Halls of Power Part 2 because this is going to be so... Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so much good. Well, except for one duo that really needs to be fixed because... And I'm actually a little hurt that I haven't seen a dev come into the resource recovery duo when it has the biggest bug on test when it comes to the content. because you cannot complete a boss fight because of this bug. And it hurts a lot, actually, that I haven't gotten a response from it. But one day. So with Halls of Power Part 2 is a really fun area. I haven't done any of the raids because it's test, and it's a little hard to get raid content done on test because it's test, and it's test. Oh god, so just so bad.
You think you got it bad?
Okay, test is like the villain side on PC.
Yeah. My league and I were talking about this the other day. We were like, there's a reason why when villain content comes out, it's the buggiest.
I will say now,
because no one tests it.
I will say now, I did. Luckily, I grabbed a few people who were nice enough to make a.
Yeah, I remember seeing your tweet about that. You were like, going to attempt to run content on the villain side. Wish me luck.
Okay, first off, when I started that stream, it didn't work out. No one was on villain, so I wanted to do it. So I hopped on live, got some stuff done, got Shark Shirt Pants in the vault, and then finally someone from my stream was nice enough to make a villain tune for me, and we went and ran the duo, and this is where I found the bug that broke resource recovery.
Oh great, it's on villain side.
And it's on hero as well. I tested it on hero as well. It's on both sides.
Okay, good.
Figures so you're getting salty.
The whole freaking Batman fiasco was BS, and just God.
I'm gonna have to sit you down with Brittany sometime to talk about that Ninja Batman stuff, man. Because I remember hearing you, on that other podcast, you guys going on and on about Ninja Batman in Nexus. And I've talked to Brittany, and she's like, "That he's not that hard." So,
but yeah, I found a really bad bug, and I'm just waiting to do it. Yeah, Jexio. Yeah, we beat the first time we ran it. I ran it with Jexio as an Earth DPS, and we basically, as an Earth DPS on test, we ignored everything that the bosses would do. It's like, oh, the bosses have a mechanic? I didn't know this. Why? Because the Earth DPS destroyed him. Wrecked his world. At level. It was insane.
I've heard the pets are... they're ridiculous.
The pets are getting fixed. They're not supposed to be doing that.
Did you? There was someone posted a PvP video that was hilarious. Like they went to PvP with the Earth and Fury pets, and they were just like, all right, just watch how fast he tears through this player, and like a Fury would use like 2 moves and he was dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
the pet would hit like 12k on a player.
Yeah, so that's getting taken care of on with an update as well, or a hotfix that they're not supposed to be doing that.
It's still pretty funny.
It was, and everyone was really happy the fact that Earth and Fury really got awesome.
They're getting a buff. Still no power back mechanic, but hopefully with the new power pools that won't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, as far as I remember, I was talking to the guys in the CRT about this, that Crystal gets her how does her damage go against Soups? I think you had an idea or said it.
What Crystal?
Yeah, for Earth, it's based off the totem.
Huh?
You said it in the CRT.
I did?
Yeah, where Earth gets their the damage buff with their pet.
Well, yeah. It's basically the AM for Earth and Sorcery is their pets and everything. With Crystal's obviously that's the DPS pet that you want to use when you're DPSing.
Yeah, no.
The only thing I said in regards to that, I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing I said in regards to that was in the freaking test chat where they were talking about, you having to supply power for your pets. And I said Fortified Golem. I believe Fortified Golem did that for Earth.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Oh, that's not what you were referring.
And then for some reason, it kind of made me laugh. They made it to where Envelop does that too, and everybody in my league read that, and we were scratching our head. Was like, who uses Envelop?
and then I raised my hand. It's like, I use it. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a great.
We brought up the same thing. It was last week we were talking about.
Yeah.
Who uses that? Who uses that supercharge?
Nobody.
But the thing is, the pets themselves, they have their own powers, and one of them I know Brick uses Envelop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jexio is right. It's Crystal gets a buff from the crushed or dazed power interaction. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you have to set up your PI, and Crystal will do uber amounts of damage. Where I believe Sorcery gets their power. Fury does more damage based on their. Is that another PI as well with the good and bad karma? See, this is why I just need to play Sorcery again and try.
Well, Sorcery has bad karma, and then it has
That's it.
God.
It's just bad karma.
No, it has bad karma, and then it has something else, but it's a beneficial one for the healer.
You're talking about the yellow ring that goes around your body. I think it is called good karma, but I haven't seen it. I thought they removed it because I don't heal with sorcery.
Yeah,
and it's not like we get bad karma not bad karma.
All right, so yeah, it's bad karma.
The red soul aura. There we go. There's the gold soul aura, and there's the red soul aura.
Gold soul aura, that's it. Yeah.
That one's just granted to you for DPSs. The red soul aura, you have to. Just put it this way: you rarely ever get it when you're raiding.
So,
which they need to fix that.
I believe they even said on an FNL or maybe on the forums or something, because apparently the Earth and Sorcery are the only powers in the game that don't have the power back mechanic. And it's because they have a pet. And I honestly don't think that even when the advanced mechanics were coming out, that everyone was supposed to get a power back.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, the way that it should work, and I'm hoping that it will work in the future, is that you can cast your pet, you can just kind of forget that you casted that, and it does its own thing.
Yeah, I mean, the pet is part of the damage.
I really wish that we could command our pets a little better. Or, like, I think the perfect way to set it up would be they don't use their own moves, they don't have their own AI. When you use a power, your pet uses a power. That would be the best way to command them. Like, if I'm doing sorcery and I use transmutation, then my Fury should use transmutation. If I use Weapon of Destiny, then he uses Weapon of Destiny. If I use Shard of Life, he uses Shard of Life. Obviously, it would be restricted because it wouldn't make sense for my little pet to use Circle of Destruction. Then there would be 2 Circle of Destruction stacked upon each other, and they would just, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But regular spells, I can see it happening with, and I think that would be the best way to do it. That way you can technically control them, because the pet's AI, yes it is, Ramo Hayes, the pet's AI is incredibly shitty.
It is. It is. I want to see down the line maybe something better. I mean, the pet AI is a lot better than what it was, but I think a nice little...
Hey, oh my god.
Yeah, I honestly think that if they can somehow manage it, like another bar or something, another loadout for the pets.
Yeah. Like if you could change what their loadout is, possibly. Like, I just want more control over the pet. That'd be better.
Yeah.
But
So, but Halls of Power Part 2 and Game Update 47 are still on test for, I don't know how long, several weeks. Why not? We'll just go with several weeks. And so more testing will definitely be done. Hopefully I'll be able to, I want to look at some raids. That's what I want to know. I think someone asked what my favorite instance was. I'm going to go with, right now, my favorite instance that I've ran so far in Halls of Power Part 2 is probably Final Exams, the alert. I mean, I ran it. The boss fight took me and my group about maybe an hour. I think I have an hour worth of footage of us failing. Because this fight, I absolutely love it because it has such a wicked mechanic. And you have to pay attention to it too. It's so good. It's not even it's not tough. It's there's even like different tests in this instance, like a wind tunnel test you have to defeat. It's timed and that's good stuff. That is good stuff. I really want to see what the raids look like. But I have to say the duos are really fun as well. Resource recovery are probably the one I farm constantly because I've been doing it so much that I'm just I have like the back of my hand. I know exactly where to go. I know what to do. I'm done. Oh God. Yeah. Just a word of advice right now for resource recovery. I don't care if it's a spoiler or not for some people. Do not ever choose tank at this point in time until further testing can be done. Do not choose tank at the beginning of the instance. You can because Mr. Miracle or Mantis, depending on who you are, they can adapt to a power or in a role technically, tank, healer, or controller, and so the healer, of course, heals. Controller gets power back. The tank does absolutely shit. All right, Mantis didn't tank worth nothing. He used Earth and Grip at bad times. He's a bad tank. Bad tank. And whatever you choose at the beginning, the boss at the end is going to adapt. He's going to have an opposite role. So we chose tank. Mr. Miracle chose healer, and that was a nightmare because once he starts healing, he's done. He's going back up. I think
gotta use that controller healer debuff.
Yeah,
and keep it on him.
Yeah, you need to play it smart with that one because we got him down to I think 25%, and all of a sudden he started using an electric move. There was lightning on the ground, and I was stunned a bit, and he started healing, and I started looking. I'm like, wait a minute, is he healing himself? That son of a crap! DPS more. And then I had to like switch to a tank, and I'm like trying to pull him out with the pool. It's like, get out of that healing, just get out of it. And he just got back up to full, and I'm like, I can't do this again. And we haven't died, we're still going. He just healed himself through the damage. It was a nightmare, so much of a nightmare. So be careful when choosing tank. Just be careful, man. But that's really all of my stories from test. The final exams has wicked mechanics that if you're with a pug, you're gonna have a bad time.
Love it though.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it.
The challenge.
And yeah, if anything, if you are with a pug and you know what to do, you need to fucking take charge. Don't just take charge. Don't be that guy just sitting there in silence. No, you need to tell these guys what to do. And if that one person is like, I know what to do, I've seen the videos, like, okay, good. Let me see you mess up. Mess up one time, and I am going to wreck your world. Because it can be just bad times. But it's worth it, though. It is worth it. I will have to see. Someone actually did ask me, I think it was on Twitter or in my comments, if the Amazon Fury Part 2 on test, the Amazon Fury Part 2 content doesn't give marks of victory, and I do not know because I did not look. And that's bad on me. Bad on me. Seeps, do you know by any chance?
No, specifically what again?
Amazon Fury Part 2 content on test server, if it rewards marks of victory. Or does it not give any marks at all?
I don't have access to test right now, so I can't answer that question. I would assume though that it does reward victory. Yeah.
Actually, I should be able to. I'll hop on test real fast because it's on another computer. So the marks of victory are not a thing right now, and there was an issue. Jaxio says you still get marks until you're 115. Well, damn.
There you go.
And you walk in at 111 to Halls of Power Part 2 content, so that's a good thing.
Or at 114, where most everybody else is at, waiting for Halls of Power 2 to drop.
Touche. Touche. So, what else was I going to say? There was a bug this week that the style vendor was was selling some stuff with marks of victory, and that was a bug.
That was funny though.
Yeah, it was funny to read in Skype, and I'm like, what? What just happened?
Yeah,
everybody was
so
like, how do I get
too.
this?
It was so funny too, because I type in chat, I'm saying in the chat there, I'm saying, hey, being told that stuff on this vendor is costing victory, and Trex on and I specified on live, and Trex is like, but most of victory aren't on live yet, and I'm like, that would be the problem, Trex.
No, no. You must have missed what B said. You must have missed what the conversations were, because when you said that, and then B comes in with something else, with something like completely opposite, and I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Because this is not right, B. I think B was like trying to make a joke, and he really missed at that joke, and then you saw what I said, because I was defending you. I was definitely defending him, like, but we're on live. He's talking about live, B. Not on test. And B was trying to make a joke. But I had your back. I'm like, no, Soup said live. He definitely said live. And
yeah, there was several styles that were charging for victory, and instead of fury. There's only a couple that still were fury and all that. And it was very random too. It was Zaus made a comment about that. It was extremely random, the styles that were requiring victory, not fury, and the ones that were asking for fury. But that was a quick fix. So I mean, that was fixed today actually. So
good. Now, Ramo's right. The T6B that they have in the on Spittle's long ass post about the future DCO, it does say that the CR ends at 116, and then NC Green Lantern also has a good point as well, because once this shouldn't everyone's CR really be going down once they get rid of the mod requirement?
That is a negative on that, I believe.
That's because they're making up for the stats that are changing.
So technically, people might be going up then.
No, I think.
Well, you wouldn't go up in CR. Because basically CR is all based upon what you're equipped with, not necessarily your stats, from what I understand.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Can't wait. So Sibs, just say it out loud, because people are asking what they need to do with their marks. So as a person who has an assload of marks, what are you doing to prepare for Game Update 47?
Well, basically, I'm buying a lot of blue exobits. I'm transmuting them. All right. So if you have ass ton of marks. Right, the conversion rate for Fury is going to be 1-to-1. All right. The conversion for Triumph, however, is going to be based on what your combat rating is. So basically, take whatever your combat rating is per tier and multiply it by 5, starting from tier 1, which would be 5, and then tier 2 is 25, tier 3 is 125, tier 4 is 625, tier 5 is a lot. And tier 6 is even more than that. But basically, we did the math and everything, and I know if you're fully capped on Triumph marks, which the cap is 175,000, you're going to get 56 marks of victory for all that Triumph. So, plan accordingly, I guess. I mean, if you do it right, I mean, either way, whether you're capped on Fury or you got some Fury and you're capped on Triumph, you could start off the DLC with 100 marks of victory. But as far as any extra that you might have, like if you have, if you're capped on Fury and you're capped on Triumph, you're only going to end up with 100 marks of victory. So, and if you have any tokens of merit, like I do, basically, use up that Triumph now, because once this update and the DLC drops, you're not going to get anything from those tokens anymore.
Yep, and symbols are going away, so all those they just get deleted. Never have to see them again. Which is a good thing, because I was tired of them.
I didn't like tokens too much.
Tokens?
Symbols.
There you go.
Yeah.
Symbols.
I didn't mind the symbols, way of doing things. I really didn't. The only thing that did bother me was sitting there looking at those capped symbols in my currency tab.
Yeah, because once you had the armor, you couldn't do anything with them.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Ebenezer pointed out in chat, Odyssey's website for the CR calculator has been updated. So if you guys want to look and see what your CR is going to be with GAMP 847 changes, then definitely head over to their website and check it out. Someone can actually link that in chat. That would be great, because I forgot it. And I feel bad about that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, though. So, 150 episodes. We're still doing this thing.
Yeah, I know.
I remember when folks said we weren't going to last past episode 1. In your face, Mom.
Wow.
Now,
I don't know how to react to that.
No, I'm joking. She's a big supporter.
Oh. Well, that's good to know, I guess. Hi, Trex's mom.
She's out with my aunt right now. Came home to find a Camaro in my driveway. I'm like, why is there a Camaro in my driveway? Oh, it's my Aunt Janet. That's why. Yay, Aunt Janet. All loud and redneck. So, so Vagrant, you've been with us for, I know the answer to this, so let me look at my episodes to find out when you came on the show, because you don't know.
I don't.
Okay.
Should I?
I don't know. Let me actually find out. How's PvP on test? I have no effing clue, because no PvP changes were done. Well, okay, actually, the only thing that PvP changes...
There were changes that were
implemented. Not to PvP, though.
But no, it was the breakouts.
Well, the way that the combat works, PvP is going to be a lot smoother.
And the combat stuff, when I block and I release the block button, the symbol goes away, and I don't get block broken.
That's so glorious.
It was, sir. It
that is
really
so
was.
Glorious.
Yeah, I like that. 'Cause that was bull crap.
Wow. Wow. Okay, where the hell am I? I'm in 2014. Yeah, that sounds right. Where the hell am I? Damn it! When did you show up on the show? Oh, there it is. Wait, really? Is that
Long time ago.
Is that when you came onto the show? Yes, it was. All the way back to episode 96.
Holy crap! That's a lot longer than I thought.
Right? A vagrant display of fun. That was your first episode.
Oh my gosh. I feel old.
Yeah, okay. yeah, exactly. You feel old. That's where you feel it.
Yeah.
Wow, episode 96. When was that? When did we record that? Let's find out. Well, it was 2014. It was January of last year.
54 episodes ago. That's how long it was.
Thanks, math. Wow. So for your 54 episodes, how have you been enjoying yourself?
Yeah. It's been pretty good. I can't complain.
Okay, so I guess that was it.
I mean, I don't know what else I need to say.
Ebenezer, stat flattening is still going to happen. It's being redone in a way that should benefit everyone a little bit better than what we have on test right now. And I will be definitely taking a look at that on a stream tomorrow evening. Not sure what time, but tomorrow evenings we'll be taking a look at the changes for that. So if as long as you are if you're 2 tiers higher than the content you're trying to run, you should be able to solo it. Of course, there's going to be the aspect of skill, gear, stats, competence level to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes, great. 54 episodes, and Meps and Spill still don't know he's on the SourceCast.
Hey, it's whatever.
Meps did ask, though, what's a vagrant? So you're getting there. You're getting there. Thank you, Ryan Colson, for the Odyssey link. It's going to be at www.odyssey-net/combat rating. Is it hyphen? Or is it Odyssey-DCUO? If I click this, is this going to be right?
Remember.
Nope, webpage is not there. He missed some of the stuff. He missed some of it. I always forget that there is the ignore list on Game Update 47 as well. Because there's really
the improved ignore function?
Yeah, it's really hard to really test that when you don't want to ignore anybody on test because you need them. You need that body. So, but the ignore list is on paper. You will not see them in your group. You will not queue up with them, but they will possibly end up on your enemy team, though. So you can at least still fight them.
Yeah, which makes sense.
It's a trap. That's right. That's right, Lantern. It's a trap. It's a trap. So 150 episodes, and the fact that we're still going, and I don't like to put labels on things. I'm a labelless kind of a guy, but it does feel good to be the #1 DCUO podcast out there. And I will not forget the people who came before us. Everybody at the DCUO show, Phil and Stash, love you guys. And the
what was the DCUO show?
Another podcast, but
DCO shows philosophy and
RC Stash.
RC Stash, yeah.
Yeah, they did this. I mean, they were another DCO podcast talking about DCUO, talking about some improvements, going over this and that. I mean, it was still informative, and they definitely had no filter. That was like it was like the DCO podcast for 18 and up. And yeah, I cannot forget about Apple. I cannot remember the freaking website though, but Apple had his own podcast for DCO as well.
Orbit.
Are they still doing?
People's
No, the People's
Podcast.
There was the
Podcast?
People's
No.
Podcast. There was the People's Podcast. Missed them.
I mean, it kind of died when Orbit took a break.
That's true. And I think there was another podcast out there. It's crap. I remember. I think it might have been Orbit, or someone friends with Orbit that did our podcast as well. It wasn't the People's Podcast. I can't remember. There was another one that's like trying to get up. But yeah, being number one DCO podcast, basically because we're probably still the only ones out there in TV land, feels good. And we of course wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here without all of you faithful listeners and viewers and supporters. So thank you all so much for always supporting our antics. And yeah, 150 episodes with 50 more to go.
Yep.
Is this like season 3?
Actually, episode 51 actually starts season 4.
How do you judge the seasons?
Every 50 episodes.
Okay.
I had to do it for the audio stuff because it asked me, it's like album, and I'm like, what should the album be? And then like the episode 50 came up, and episode 51, I'm like, let's start season 2 now. We'll start season 2. Every 50 episodes, season 2. Yeah, and of course we have to thank our guest hosts as well, our Brittany for always coming on and taking and putting up with me. Pixie coming on and always putting up with Super Patriot. We had Bert.
She'll be all right.
She'll be all right. We do need to have Meps on more. We need to have Meps on again. You need to just call him in next time like you normally do. And
I don't know if they'd be down for that.
Meps deals with it. Yeah, I mean, it was the first time he did it was so weird. I'm like, and because I all of a sudden hear a different voice, I'm like, wait, is Meps? And he's like, he's like, I called him in. He answered. So that was great. So as the 150th episode, I want everyone in chat to give their favorite moment of the DCUO SourceCast, and I'm just gonna go around the interweb table. Sir Patriot, what was your favorite SourceCast moment?
Favorite SourceCast moment. Oh, geez.
Wow.
That moment right there. It was a classic.
Oh man, favorite SourceCast moment.
I know it's a little on the spot. It's vamping a little bit. I just want to celebrate it. An achievement. He has no idea.
That's because there's 150 episodes to choose from.
So we got IME Stereo. His favorite part is when he won $20. When he won $20. That was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I would think that would be some people's favorites. When I won something.
Aaron Arrow's favorite is the guest that did the Harley Quinn impression. That was good. That was Ticken. That was ticking. Let's see. Michael Grid, I think your first SourceCast live from SOE Live 2014 was a great moment. That was a great moment. That was when I took a lot of... Oh, 2013, yeah. That was when I took a lot of equipment for the first time on my first plane trip. It was my first time on a plane, first time at Vegas, and first time carrying a bunch of equipment that I was afraid would not go through security. It was a lot of firsts in 2013. Lots of firsts. Because I was afraid the TSA agent was going to ask me, so, what's all this equipment? Film crew? I'm shooting pornos on a plane. Starring Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm going to hijack this plane and make everybody have sex with each other. And I'm going to record it. You'd probably start slow clapping and be like, my God.
NC Green Lantern, the day you guys get drunk and break NDA. There's not enough out. I don't know if I can get drunk enough to try and break NDA. I think the fear would make me sober. Let's see. Thermidor's favorite moment was when I forced some people to sit and listen to it, and they converted to DCUO on the spot and started the league. Aw, that's so nice. I like that.
Forced people to sit. Or just not entertaining enough. All right.
Well, Vagrant, do you have a favorite episode out of the 54 that you've been on?
Most of these episodes are my favorite because I get to play Bloodborne while I'm talking about DC. Oh, shit. I'm fighting a freaking... I'm doing a Chalice dungeon right now, and this guy's being a dickbag.
Nice. So nice. I think Ebenezer is trying to act out the porno on a plane right now in chat. And here, I'll repeat it too. Hey, you want to sex that dude while she is sexing the other dude above in the compartment? And you sex solo right there. Yeah. That's so weird, Ebenezer. So weird. And Mike the Martian, I like them all. Thank you so much. I like them all too. Oh yeah, the episode where I let Pixie and Britt host the episode. Host an entire episode.
No, man.
That was a good one. Should we let them do that again?
No, man.
We do have a strange community. Oh, I am Mysterio. Oh, gotcha. Mysterio. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm surprised I didn't actually pick that up. So, I think one of my favorite episodes is... Actually, I'm looking at it right now. It's the episode that we had some of the Odyssey members on. That was... talking to the EU folks was always a blast. And I think we had Tess on that show, and Tess was a trip. Tess is awesome. And the show really wouldn't be anywhere without... What are you sneezing for?
My sinuses are stuffed up.
Well, okay, it is still allergy.
The weather's been changing here, man. So it'll be warm one day and it'll be cold the next. It's constantly cold in my freaking room and damn sinuses. Continue.
Understandable. Mysterio from Spider-Man. Well, that works too, I guess. The show really wouldn't be anywhere it is now without my buddy TC89, who started. I started this podcast with for like the first 10 episodes, and then Super Patriot came on. Where did it go?
Episode 18, I believe.
No, that's Lightning Strikes Soon. Nope. Hold on, let me actually increase these a little bit here. Oh yeah, no, it was episode 12, The New Guy. I am not on the lid taking a dump. Oh. Maybe SP is. I don't know. But yeah, Seer Patriot came onto the show at episode 12, and TC had to leave because he was in the he was going to boot camp for the Marines, and I'm happy to tell you now he is living it up, perfectly safe and sound with his family in North Carolina. He misses the show. I really need to try and get him back on one day. Well, actually, I don't think he even plays anymore because of his Marine life, so I don't know. But he's doing just fine for all those people who've been here since then. But yeah, it's good times. Good times. My favorite, when the recap knew and intended uses for Clownbox. Calm down. A girls' night DCUO. Huh. That might be interesting. A little something different to set the mood. We get Pixie and Brittany on. I'm sure your friend Rooted wouldn't mind coming on, would she? Soups.
Brittany, yeah, I'm sure she would. Wait, who? You said my friend Brittany. I'm sure Brittany would enjoy coming on. Yeah, she's been on here several times.
No, your friend Rooted.
Rooted? Oh, I don't know.
Those are like, and maybe it might be that. There's like the first three women I think of in DCUO.
I could ask her.
And I know there's
ask her.
Yeah, I know there's one of my followers, Alexandria. Can't remember her in character name though. I cannot remember. Pixie, don't be giving me that face. You will host this show if I tell you to.
Is she pretty?
Who, Rooted? She's Canadian. I don't know if that justifies anything. Truth be told, at the same time, I have not met an ugly Canadian woman. I'll say that. Yeah, that's true. She is. So let's see. To close this out, once again, I want to thank everyone for always watching us and everything. You guys are always the best crew around. I do appreciate it, and we all appreciate it. And thank you. You guys always listen to us rambling on, and the fire tank rants, and the PvP stuff.
That's because the fire tanks, they deserve something.
They do.
Yeah, like a multi-target pull before freaking Earth gets one.
To be honest, if Earth gets it, then we all know that Fire's getting one.
Fire Parrot did it too.
No, won't happen. We'll have to buy it off the rare pull vendors. Just like
all they gotta do,
just like how I had to get my sharpshooter legs.
All they gotta do, you know what would be cool? The multi-target pull for Earth should be where like you make the Earth raise up where you target, and it like knocks them forward towards you, and then Earth is just you make backdraft like make sense to where you would just pull people towards you instead of like the way it works.
I was thinking more of like a flame whip.
You want a Ghost Rider?
Thing.
Oh, I would love a Ghost Rider. That is so good.
Even better. Thank you, Vagrant. I was thinking more like the fucking. I was thinking more like the Balrog from Lord of the Rings. He had that flame whip.
Yeah, I'd rather have the chain whip.
I feel like the developers would be like, well, you have your flame whip. It's called Eviscerating Chain from Rage.
Same animation. I don't give a damn. As long as fire gets there, it's on fire. I'm down. Doing it. That's a great idea. Maps, write that down.
I print money for you.
The episode where Trex died in the vault. Yep.
That was a good one.
That was memorable. that was something else. So before we go, the last thing we have to talk about, and basically, it literally came out during FNL. The Batman versus Superman teaser trailer. So, you guys didn't get to see it. I mean, I know Soups didn't because he was on FNL. Vagrant, did you didn't get to watch it yet?
I did see the bootleg version of it.
Oh, okay. Then you saw the trailer. Good.
Yeah.
What about you, Vagrant? Have you gotten a chance to see it yet?
The what? The Superman versus Batman trailer?
Yeah.
No, I told you I didn't.
Okay. I didn't know if you like watched it while the show was going on or anything.
Nah, I've been playing Bloodborne.
Priorities, understood.
I mean, like, I was raiding before I got on to the podcast, and I was like, dang, I could have ran a lockdown, but no, I got to do the podcast.
So yeah, the Batman versus Superman came out, and I see a bunch of people liked it, and that is so great. You guys liked it. So great.
You got me scared for it, so I'm not going to be happy when I watch it.
I wasn't happy when I watched it either. I didn't like it. I wasn't happy when I saw the leak
But
teaser.
I mean, to an extent, I knew that was going to be the way it was, because
Me
apparently
too.
that DC has no faith in their own characters, technically.
They don't. So, but I have to say this: if you haven't seen the trailer yet, most likely by the time everyone's going to actually watch it. Thank you, Hero Queer, for putting it on the channel so everybody can go watch it. It's 2 minutes. It's very easy to go watch it. And yeah, so if you saw Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Part 1 and 2 that came out on DVD and Blu-ray, you saw this movie. You saw the trailer then. That's best as I can go with it. I have no oh my god.
I don't know why it's considered a Batman or a Superman movie. It's a Batman movie. Let's be honest here.
One of my good friends on Facebook came out with the appropriate title for this movie, and it's called Angst versus Depression: The Dawn of Darkness. Because if you want a dark movie,
it should be called Batman Guest featuring Superman, because that's what it's gonna be.
It's ugh.
I said, DC has no faith in their characters. They believe that the only thing that's going to sell is Batman.
Man of Steel didn't do too bad. It was enjoyable to a point.
I mean, what they have to do is just make a good movie, and it'll do fine.
It was a 2-minute trailer. I already saw this movie because it was indeed. Man, your chair sucks. But I wasn't happy the fact that this movie was coming out and it was called Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. I didn't like the title.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Why is Batman first when it's a Superman movie? It's supposed to be Superman's sequel. Come on.
Yeah.
But of course, they did that because they don't think that Superman's going to sell as well.
Yeah, and
of course it has to be Superman versus Batman. It can't be, world's finest team up or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, even the animated series, from the 90s and all that, they handled the team up so much better. With the way, I think the closest they came to getting into a fight was when Superman interrupted Batman when he was interrogating somebody, and Batman flipped him, did a little judo flip on him, and that was it.
What was it? But no, it's. I have no problem with Henry Cavill being Superman. He did a great job in the first movie. Space Jesus was fantastic. And then Ben Affleck being Batman, I have no problems with Batfleck. Ben
He's gonna crush it. He's gonna kill it.
He is. But at the same time, in that trailer, I don't know if you did you hear his Batman voice in the trailer, in that leaked trailer.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the suit or if that was actually the voice that he's going to be using.
It's the same. It has a little bit of an auto tune from the suit, but the gruffiness, that's definitely from Batman. So once again, we're gonna have the gruffy voice, but at the same time, I believe in Batfleck. I believe in him.
Hashtag support Batfleck.
But I mean, the trailer, it was basically a teaser trailer of The Dark Knight Part 1 and 2. And as a teaser trailer, it was only 2 minutes long, and at the same time, a 2-minute trailer, that's not a freaking teaser, okay? That is a trailer. A teaser trailer is 30 seconds to a minute. It's a teaser. Do better, Hollywood. Do better. But I digress. I'm just not enthused with this movie. I'm just not. This movie just needs to be. It's going to be a Justice League movie. With
the beginning of a Justice League movie.
It's gonna be Justice League with Batman and Superman having quarrels like they normally do, but it's the Dark Knight Part 1 and 2 meets the Justice League.
Yeah, now mind you too. Like I said, I've only watched the bootleg version of it, but was there even a glimpse of Wonder Woman in there at all?
Nope.
See, then I mean, it was
no Aquaman, no Flash, no Cyborg, no nothing. It was just suits and Bat.
Just playing up to the whole Batman versus Superman thing, which I saw another argument about it again the other day in Versus Chat in the game, which always cracks me up. It always cracks me up. I was on the side, you know me. I was on the side with Superman again, and somebody else was in there. And actually, I was accused of being a Superman fanboy. I'm like, since when does Superman have fanboys? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I don't know.
He used to.
Like I said, because I was actually in a conversation on Twitter about earlier this morning. The one thing I'm excited about is seeing Affleck as Batman. That's the only thing I'm excited about with this movie.
Oh yeah,
because he'll be a pretty good Batman. Hopefully, I mean, it still all depends on the script.
I think he's going to have that serious brooding of Bale with the swagger of Clooney in there. And Clooney was a horrible Batman, but he was a good Bruce Wayne. In my book.
I don't know. I mean, Michael Keaton is the Batman. I think my favorite Bruce Wayne was... Well, okay, actually, Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer was a good Bruce Wayne, but... George Clooney, it's a tie. George Clooney and Val Kilmer for me are on equal terms, because I think putting them both together turns out to make a great Bruce Wayne. But Michael Keaton, best Batman ever. And if you have not seen him host Saturday Night Live, in his monologue, he does say, "I am Batman," and I got chills. I was watching it Sunday morning on my phone while stuff was going on my computer, and he just turns to the camera, dead center, and just says, "I am Batman." My chair went back. I had to whoa!
Have either one of you guys seen the little spoof? You know that scene from the first Batman movie, with Michael Keaton, with that, he's holding that crook up over the ledge and everything. The guy's like, "Who are you?" And he pulls him real close. He's like, "I'm Batman."
I'm Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh!
the crook looks at him. He's like, "Huh?" And he's like, "Ah!" And
he lets him go. That's someone's forum signature I saw it on. That was so great.
He's like, "Oh man, I can't believe I did that. Let's him go."
Oh, I fucked up.
So I am going to have to put a pause on the DCUO side, on the DC comic side a little bit, and just go straight to nerdy. What? What
so
were you- what?
we're gonna talk about Star Wars. I thought we were gonna talk about Avengers 2 hype.
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to break
Well-
that much. I'm not going to break the laws of that much, but, it's kind of like a Marvel property. Well, the comics are at least. Star Wars trailer! That Star Wars trailer came out, and I'm not even a Star Wars fan. Well, I like the movies. I like the cinematography, but, for God's sakes, it's the longest space opera ever, and, wow, we need to cut that shit down. It's like Lord of the Rings if it was in space and there was, instead of walking, there was nothing but flying. But, yeah, the Star Wars trailer. Ooh, buddy. It's going to be some good stuff. And released today was Matthew McConaughey's expressions or what he thought of the Star Wars trailer. Did you guys see this on social media?
No.
Didn't it turn into a meme?
Yeah, it's Matthew McConaughey from Interstellar, and the scene is when he is watching the footage because he went down to a planet, and apparently, like, if you spend an hour down there, it's like some odd years. You
never saw Interstellar?
I did. I just can't remember the time. But yeah, he goes back. He goes back up to the ship, and like all these years have passed, and so he goes, sits down, and looks at all the footage that his family sent. As like, it's like, hey, this is what's been going on Earth. How you guys doing? And he sees all this footage of his family. It's that scene where it's his.
He's like crying. He's like crying like immensely.
Yes. Yeah, God, it was truly so emotional. And, dude, I'll link it to you on Twitter in just a moment after the show. It was so good. If someone can actually link that in chat, that would be even better. But it was, sorry, Aaron, it's not much of a spoiler, but yeah, it's Matthew McConaughey's just his expression and watching this footage, and in the corner is the Star Wars trailer, and the guy timed it up so perfectly, it was so badass. Like, how's Matthew McConaughey gonna do this? And yes, it is a meme. It is officially a meme. So I'm going to find like the Avengers trailer now and I just want to edit it down now. I want to take any other trailer that's coming out and just get Matthew McConaughey's expression from it. It's okay, Aaron. I didn't give away too much. I didn't give away even a big spoiler of it. But seriously, Aaron, go watch Interstellar. Like, right now. I want you to leave the show right now and go do that. That needs to be done. But yeah, Star Wars trailer came out. Awesome. And the BB-8, that little robot in the movie. Apparently
it's not animatron, or it's not CGI.
That's a real robot.
That's freaking awesome.
Now we want that toy.
We all know it's going to be a toy.
It's like R2-D2 who? No, we want that BB-8. But it was.
I want that BB-8.
Should have had BB-8.
BB-8.
Well, so I just found the video for the
Matthew
McConaughey reaction.
Yes. Reaction.
Yes,
Right reaction. Now. That's the word I was looking for. Reaction. What the hell? Silly brain. BB-8 is legit. It rolls around. Yes, Ebenezer. Yes, it does. We're just gonna hear Soups.
Look at his face. He's starting to smile a little bit.
That's what we all were.
He's getting a little excited.
His reaction is exactly how everyone felt watching that trailer.
He's starting to cry.
Stop pounding the table. Calm down. There, Ebenezer. Thanks for watching, bro. I'm just gonna listen to Super Patriot's reaction. That's great. I think my favorite part from that was when Kylo Ren, the Sith, he holds up his hand and then Matthew like waves. Yes. That's the scene that has to be in every trailer. That was the best. I loved it.
I don't know if you saw him or not. The Jim Carrey's spoofs on Matthew McConaughey's Lincoln commercials.
Oh yeah, I've seen them all. Yeah. I got this boogie. Feels good in my fingers.
I roll this boogie around my finger.
I don't know who this kid is in my back seat.
These aren't my kids.
All right, so
Oh man,
that was enough goofing around. That's what we do when we have really nothing else to talk about. We goof around, and you guys support our goofing around. So thank you all so much for this. Thank you. So be sure to go look at all that cool stuff that's going on in the interweb. Star Wars trailer, Batman vs. Superman teaser, Avengers coming out in about 3 weeks?
May 1st.
2 weeks. No, 2 weeks. Yeah. Comes out in 2 weeks.
I can't wait.
Cannot freaking wait, dude.
Which I was going to talk to you guys later about this. Are we cool with not having an episode that night? The reason hold on.
Cancel SourceCast for a Marvel movie?
Hold on. I have a legit reason.
Absolutely.
I have a legit reason. On that Friday, I have to go. My other podcast, Nerds of the Apocalypse. I have to go do a promo at a movie theater with them Friday night for the Avengers. So I have to go do that, and then May 2nd, I have to do another promo for Free Comic Book Day. So that entire weekend is nothing. And then that Sunday, I'm probably going to have to go to Charlotte to cover like a little one-day con. I might not do it just because I might have to go depending on how I feel. But I just realized as well that DCUO FNL is on May 1st. That's when they come back, and we're not going to have a show.
Watch FNL be canceled too. They're just like, we want to go watch this.
All right, I'm being asked for some specifics here about this whole all-female SourceCast thing idea of yours. Who all did you have in mind to be on there? Brittany and who else?
Brittany, Pixit, and Rooted. Those were the first three members. The first three women that came on. If they could grab a fourth.
Rooted. Yeah. I can guarantee you Rooted's going to keep it to about 45 minutes.
Well, that is not the SourceCast way.
It's always got to be 2 hours, bruh.
I mean, I'm pushing it right now. It's just like we're vamping the entire time. I'm making this 2 hours. 45 minutes. What's that? That's not in real time. Is that Canadian time? Silly Rooted.
Wow. Wow.
But with that, we're going to go into our shameless plugs. You can follow the DCO SourceCast over on social media, on Facebook and the Twitter. Just type in DCO SourceCast, or just type in the SourceCast. And, oh, look! Rooted! Hi, Rooted! Hi! So, you can also find all the videos over at my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Trexlight. There's a SourceCast playlist. All of them are right there. And you can find the audio over at Trexlight.com, or you can go onto iTunes and search for us there. If anyone in chat, or if anyone even listening in, if you guys use an app called Stitcher, let me know. I want to get a little feedback at how many people actually use the app Stitcher. I might go into that.
How is Stitcher?
Stitcher's another iTunes radio program, just kind of like Pandora, but iTunes are there. 1 hour max. Calm down, Rooted. Calm down. You show me an hour long anything of nothing but women talking, if they can only talk for an hour, I'm just
Shit.
what? No, this is fact. Okay, I have not met a woman who cannot talk longer than an hour, or less than an hour. Okay, and I'm putting like 3 or 4 of them on the same podcast, talking to the interwebs. They're going to an hour, ha. So, if you guys have any suggestions or want to say anything, or if you guys want to,
sexist, I don't even know what to say. It's just...
or if you want to send complaints to the DCUO SourceCast, you can email us at dcuosourcecast@gmail.com.
Send all your complaints to @ThisIsTrex on Twitter.
Yes. We talk fast. Okay. And before I move along, there was a question I got from Facebook that people wanted to ask. Now, my question, this is worded or typed in internet slang. Now, my question is, this is coming from Todd Carter on Facebook. Don't look him up. Are we going to be able to change hardlight power rings / construct colors to, if you're a hero, from like green, blue, or violet, and villain from Sinestro Core to orange and sapphire as well, since SS is neutral, by adding a hardlight color change token to the marketplace? This would make everyone happy. The lantern haters cause it won't be a new lantern power, and the lantern lovers because we get to utilize our beautiful lantern slim lines with our hardlight rings. Could you bring this up on your show and give me a shout out? There you go.
I think they
What? Wait, what?
wrote something like that.
It was
He's
like,
basically wanting to know if they're going to ever give us a token or a way to change the color for hardlight. So like if you're a green lantern, if you'll be able to make yourself a blue lantern. It's still the same powers and constructs and everything like that, but everything will be blue instead of green.
Ooh, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool, but I don't think they're going to do that.
That would give a little bit of favoritism over to a select power.
Yeah.
Because then everybody would went like, well, how come I can't have green flames?
Yeah. Good point.
that is
Good
true.
point.
That is true.
Why does Earth have to be brown? Why can't it be, green? You have green rocks.
Either way, it's shitty. So there you go, Todd Carter. There's your answer to your question. So, like I said, if you guys have any other questions that you want asked to answer on the SourceCast, hit us up on Facebook, on the Twitter, or email us. I recommend emailing us because you can make it nice and long and stuff. Not too long though. We don't want a freaking book. I don't want to sit down and read a book.
Yeah. We don't want like nothing like a 2-hour-long SourceCast.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing that long.
Pixie, you're not getting a pink quantum because I said so. Now, calm down and make some bacon. Super Patriot, where can we find you at?
You can, of course, find me at youtube.com/thedaddy'shouse. I'm also at facebook.com/thedaddy'shouse, at thedaddy'shouse on Twitter, and occasionally here on Twitch at twitch.tv/thedaddy'shouse. Vagrant, where can we find you?
You can find me at all of my random places like Facebook/Vagrant Game. You can find me on YouTube /The Alpha Tester. You can find me on Twitter /Vagrant_Gaming, and you can find me on Twitch /Vagrant Gaming. Trex, didn't you talk about all the places you can find yourself at already?
No.
Kind of.
No. People kept shouting out my stuff.
Oh well. Trex.
Yeah.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Trexlight, on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Trexlight, and especially on the Twitter at ThisIsTrex, and over here at Twitch, where you guys should be following at twitch.tv/Trexlight to know when we go live for the SourceCast every Friday night, except for May 1st, because that's Avengers Night, and there's nothing DC can really do about that. But But you can, of course, be sure to follow as well, because when we do the SourceCast, we do giveaways at the end of the episode. So that's why you should always be following. That's why you guys should be listening live, because it's so much fun stuff. So with that, I'll apparently have to go answer to the female listeners of the SourceCast and the angry Skype messages and angry tweets. And we'll try and plan something for a DCUO Girls Night. I think that'll be pretty rad. But it's not going to be an hour long, Rooted. Like hell. Actually, when was the last episode I ever had an hour long episode? Oh, why don't you tell me times, you bastard? Well, random, the first episode I'm clicking on. Wow, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Dear Lord, that was a long episode. 2 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour 30, 1 hour 30, 54. 54. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was a two-parter.
Jesus.
Holy crap, have we ever... Wow, there's a 3-hour episode right there. So, okay, the first one I found was the 52 minutes on episode 52. Oh, that's fun. That's fun, right? Yeah, it's fun. That was the Home Turf Bound, the Home Turf episode. And apparently I missed chat. What's going on in chat? Listening. Just go and make your own bacon. Damn. Damn. While the feminist holds the gun to Trex's head. Luckily, the number one feminist I know does not listen to the show because she does not know about the show. So, thankfully, Christina will never find out. Ha ha ha. So, that's it for the SourceCast. Stick around. Don't leave your computer screens because we're going to do the giveaway in just a moment as soon as we say our goodbyes. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching these 150 episodes. So much fun. So many good memories. Find them all on iTunes. Give a good listen. It's great stuff to listen to in your car or in the shower, wherever you listen to your normal stuff. So,
Farming Bits.
Where?
Farming Bits.
While farming bits. Yeah. Be productive with your gaming time. So for me, so I'm saying goodnight. You guys say goodnight too. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.